All right, thanks, guys. The Predators take on the Blues, 3 o'clock Eastern puck drop in St. Louis. The Blues are minus 135, totals 5.5. Now, we did see movement on both the side and the total in this game. We saw a nickel move toward the Blues and movement downward on the total. St. Louis opened $1.30 up to minus 135. Total opened 6 down to 5.5. 59% of the consensus are leaning toward St. Louis. 72% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Preds are plus $1.15 on the money line. St. Louis plus $1.80 on the puck line. We have Jordan Binnington for the Blues, Pekka Rinne for the Preds. Rinne comes into this game with a .311 goals against average and an .895 save percentage. Now, Jordan Binnington on the other side for the Blues, he's 24, 10, and 1 on the year, .274 goals against, .909 save percentage. The Blues are 18-5-5 at home this year. They rank in the top 5 in shots allowed at home on average. They're also giving up just 2.4 goals per contest on their home ice. Now, Nashville on the other side, losers of 2 out of their last 3. They've also gone just 11-18 against the spread on the road. And of course, when I refer to the spread in the NHL, I am referring to the puck line. So once again, out of Nashville's last 29 road games, they've successfully covered the puck line in just 11 of those 29 games. Now, the Preds rank the bottom 10 in goals allowed on the road. Total-wise from Nashville, 19-10 to the over when traveling. St. Louis, 6-2-2 to the over in their last 10 themselves. I'm going to lean St. Louis minus $1.35 in the over 5.5 in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Saturday's NHL action. Happy Saturday to you. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. Now, before we go ahead and move on, just got to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again we do daily premium sports picks on that website beginning at just $1.99 per month. We have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And speaking of different memberships, tiers, and packages, our college basketball tier package right now, we improved yesterday to 8-2 in our last 10. So doing very well in that package. Once again, we improved yesterday to 8-2 in our last 10 college basketball package tier plays on that Patreon website. We also improved to 8-4 in our last 12 crowd pleaser teasers on that site as well. Overall, 2-2 on the day yesterday for that website, but we do have those 2 very hot packages that I just discussed. If you're on the fence about joining, just keep in mind we have over 1,100 members on that site, so you are certainly not alone. Definitely a big site, a lot of active commentary, very passionate folks in the comment section. And it's a great opportunity for you to, be able to speak out and voice your opinion on that site. I just don't give you the picks, and it is what it is. You can certainly voice your opinion with regard to the plays and the results. But guys, it's a great website, a lot of fun, and I have absolutely great patrons on that site, great sponsors on that site. Everybody that's included on that website are great. I love each and every one of you. Guys, link for Patreon is in the description section below. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got the Oilers taking on the Panthers, 4 o'clock Eastern puck drop in Florida. The Panthers are $1.60, total at 6.5. We actually saw a 15-cent move toward the home team. No movement on the total as of yet. Florida open $1.45 up to minus 160, total 6.5. 62% are leaning Florida, 67% shaded toward the over. Right now, Edmonton's plus $1.40 on the money line, Florida plus $1.50 on the puck line. Sergei Bobrovsky for the Panthers, Mikko Koskinen for the Oilers. Koskinen comes into this game with a .291 goals against and a .909 save percentage. Bobrovsky on the other side for the Panthers, he comes into this game with a .332 goals against and an .896 save percentage. Florida just 13-16 against the spread on their home ice. They've also dropped 6 out of their last 8 games. Now the Panthers rank in the bottom 3 in goals allowed on average per game, bottom 3 in home shots allowed as well. So plenty of opportunities for the Panthers' opponents. Now Edmonton on the other side, they are 20-9 against the spread when traveling this year. They rank in the top 5 in goals allowed on the road. They're giving up just 2.7 goals per contest in that category there. The Oilers are 5-3-1 to the over in their last 9. Panthers 22-7 to the over on their home ice. I'm going to lean Edmonton Oilers plus 1.5 and the over 6.5 in that contest. Next game, Flyers, Lightning, 4 o'clock Tampa Bay. The Lightning open $1.95 down to minus 185. Total open 5.5 up to 6. 66% are leaning Tampa Bay, 71% on the over. The Flyers are plus 160 on the money line. Tampa Bay plus $1.35, laying the goal and a half. We have Andre Vasilevsky for the Lightning, Carter Hart for the Flyers. Hart comes into this game with a .254 goals against and a .908 save percentage. Philadelphia 7-3 straight up in their last 10. They rank in the top 10 in scoring, first in shots allowed. The Lightning on the other side, 28 home games. They successfully covered the point spread in let's try that again. Tampa Bay. They've had 28 games on their home ice. They've successfully covered the puck line in just 13 of them. They rank 15th in shots allowed at home. Now, having said all that, guys, I'm not denying the fact that Tampa Bay's red hot right now. They're winners of their last 9 straight, 9-game winning streak, hottest team in the NHL right now. But with this particular matchup, I'm leaning more puck line. And in doing that, I think Flyers should be able to keep it close. Now, total-wise, Tampa Bay is 19-9 to the over at home. Flyers 19-11 to the over when traveling. I'm not saying that the Flyers are going to lose this one, but I do think they will keep it within a goal and a half. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean Flyers plus 1.5 and the over 6 goals in that contest. All right, next game. As the wife and kid are pulling up, you'll hear the door open, and they'll probably be arguing. He's about at that age. But anyway, next game, it is going to be Sharks taking on the Wild, 5 o'clock Eastern tip-off in that game. Minnesota's minus $2, totals at 6. 67% are leaning Minnesota, 54% on the under. Right now, the Sharks are plus $1.70 on the money line. Minnesota plus $1.15, laying the goal and a half. Martin Jones for the Sharks, Devin Dubnyk for Minnesota. Minnesota 17-8-5 at home, 4-2 straight up in their last 6. They rank in the top 10 in shots allowed on their home ice. The Sharks on the other side, just 11-14-3 when traveling. They rank in the bottom 5 in scoring on average per game, bottom 3 in offensive shots. This San Jose team is averaging just 2.4 goals per contest on the road. Now, total-wise, the Sharks are 17-11 to the under when traveling. Minnesota 4-1-1 to the under in their last 6. I'm going to lean Minnesota minus 1.5 and the under 6 goals in that game. I had the window open and I saw you guys pull in, and I literally projected. I said, oh, the wife and kid are pulling up. They'll probably be arguing when they open the door. He's at about that age. But he's not arguing. He's actually laughing, pleasant, and wrapped up in his brand new blanket.
Brand new blanket.
Where'd he get that? Was that a Valentine's Day blanket? The poop brown Valentine's Day blanket. Looks fuzzy.
It is.
What are we doing today? Anything? Okay.
Nothing at all.
All right. Sounds good. Good shirt. Rocking the official Brock Page Productions shirt. That was actually one of the prototypes that had the website on the back.
It is.
I'm not making them with the website on the back anymore. It's good promotion, though. Anybody ask you about it? Were they like, your husband, I'm going to strangle him. I'm gonna kill him. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. All right. Only a couple more games. I'm just going to finish this up. Just go about your business. Anyway, what did I just do? Minnesota and the Sharks. Yeah, I like Minnesota minus 1.5 and the under 6 goals in that game. Next contest, Stars taking on the Canadiens, 7 o'clock in Montreal. Dallas open $1.15 up to minus 125. Totals 5.5. Bishop for the Stars, Lindgren for the Canadiens. Dallas 5-2 straight up in their last 7. Top 3 in goals allowed. They're giving up just 2.5 goals per contest. Meanwhile, Montreal, losers of their last 3 straight. They're also just 10-22 against the spread on their home ice. They rank in the bottom 10 in home scoring. Now, total-wise, Montreal, a perfect 5-0 to the under in their last 5. Meanwhile, Dallas 4-0 to the under in their last 4 themselves. I'm actually going to lean Dallas minus $1.25 and the under 5.5 in that game. Yeah, my shirt, I know you're probably wondering, why is your shirt so tight? Well, I was about 70 pounds lighter when the shirt was purchased for me. But when I wear it in the video, all people see is like the shoulders up. So they don't see that it looks like a sausage casing. But actually, in reality, it looks absolutely ridiculous. It's super tight.
Rocky, want one?
What is it, a Hot Pocket?
Pocky.
A Pocky?
Looks like an Asian snack.
A Pocky stick? It looks like, it looks like a sparkler. Do I eat it? What is this,
Yeah.
a stick?
Pocky cookies.
Is this Ed?
It's covered biscuit
You just eat it.
sticks.
It doesn't matter which way.
Oh, okay. So it's covered.
It's like a biscuit stick.
Pretty good. Not bad. Let me just turn this into an ASMR video.
Chewing the
Right, chewing the microphone. Horrible. I don't get it. These people that do the ASMR have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers,
I want to be like them.
right? Just put the micro, just eat stuff.
Chick-fil-A.
Eat Chick-fil-A. We'd be the Chick-fil-A ASMR people. All right, I got to move on.
Okay.
I only got a couple more games. Okay, next matchup. Toronto taking on Ottawa. 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Toronto's minus $1.80. Total 6.5. Ottawa losers of 6 out of their last 7. They also rank in the bottom 3 in goals allowed, bottom 3 in shots allowed. Toronto on the other side, top 3 in offensive scoring, top 3 in offensive shots. Total-wise, the Leafs are 19-9 to the over on the road. Pretty chalky lean here. Pretty square play here. I'm going to lean Toronto minus 1.5 and the over 6.5 in that contest. Next game, it is going to be Kings taking on... Are you eating Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
I smell it.
It's
Nuggies, wow. Next game. I'm always talking about Chick-fil-A on these videos. I should just work for them.
Sure. Go apply.
I should just work at Chick-fil-A. Next game, Kings. Avalanche. 8 o'clock, Colorado. The Avalanche are minus 250, total at 6. Now, pretty interesting fact about this game. They're playing it at Falcon Stadium on the campus of Air Force. So they're actually playing this game outdoors at the Air Force Academy at Falcon Stadium. Pretty interesting there. You never know. I didn't even really... I didn't know that until today when I looked up the game, so that's on me. But it is what it is. Air Force Academy. This is an outdoor game. Colorado 8-2 straight up. 8-2 straight up. I guess in their last 10, first in scoring. The Kings on the other side 2-8 straight up in their last 10 themselves. 8-21-4 on the road. They're averaging just 2.2 goals per contest when traveling. The Kings are 5-2-2 to the under in their last 9. Colorado 5-0 to the under in their last 5. I'm going to lean Colorado minus 1.5 and the under 6 goals in that game. I hate that combination of betting, but it is what it is. Okay, next game, Chicago taking on Calgary. 10 o'clock tip off. It's not a tip off. It's a puck drop. They don't tip it off in hockey. It's a puck drop.
Oh, it's hockey.
Yeah. Chicago, Calgary, 10 o'clock puck drop. The Flames are minus 135, total 6.5. Chicago lost their last 5 straight. They ranked dead last in shots allowed. They're also 4-2 to the under in their last 6. I'm going to lean Calgary minus 135 and the under 6.5 in that contest. And then I'm going to lean into our next game, Capitals taking on the Coyotes, 10 o'clock Arizona. The Caps are minus 135, totals at 6. I like Washington in the spot here, one of the better road teams in the league. Give me Washington minus 135, pretty good price point there. And the over 6 goals in that game. And of course, our last game, Islanders taking on the Golden Knights. I'm going to lean Islanders plus 1.5 and the over 6 goals in that game. Guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. But most importantly, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this free content, all this free information, and the free conversation with my family. You just never know what's going to happen here, Literally, it's a guy filming videos in front of his TV. It's pretty in his living room. It doesn't get much better than that. So thank you guys for joining me. Once again, happy Saturday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. Thanks for finishing that. Patreon.com/ sad enough. You guys could probably recite it in your sleep.
I can. I know that's what's on my back too.
Yeah, it looks good too. Your boobies are looking that.